Lakers, Mavericks, Luka, 33, 11, and 8. LeBron had 17, 8, and 5. Rui with 17 off the bench. Max Christie, all right, 24 points. He's been doing some things. But the win goes to the Lakers on this one. A 15-point comeback is what it took. That, of course, on the heels of losing to the Clippers the night before. DeAndre Ayton benched in the fourth quarter. That's what happened. Lou, I don't know what am I doing with the Lakers? Like, where am I putting them in the scope of the NBA right now? Are they good? Are they not good?
I think I tried to tell y'all this last week. I think they are what they are. They are a middle of the pack team. You know, they're 4-6 in their last 10, but they're 3-4 in their last 4. So like, what do you make of all of this? You know, this week so far they've only lost to the Clippers, and you know they obviously had the comeback win against the Mavericks where they got a lot of good production out of Marcus Smart. Rui was another guy that played really well for them. LaRavia was out there in minutes that mattered, and obviously LeBron gave you what LeBron is going to give, and Luka as well. And so I think that's just what this team is at this point. They are a middle of the pack team. You know, they're going to stay right there in between that 5 and that 7 range to me. And that's the type of basketball team they are. They're having a lot of ups and downs. And that's also part of the season as well. You know, everything isn't going to be perfect for everybody. And I think the Lakers are no different than that. So I'm not. You have your concerns, you have your ups and your downs, but that's part of the NBA season. That's the norm for me. But if I'm them, I'm pretty happy about where I am. I'm still sitting in 5th place. I'm not playing my best basketball, but I'm also not playing my worst basketball, and I'm still in a playoff position as well. So I'm pretty much comfortable where I am if I'm the Lakers.
Yeah, I agree with Lou. When I watch this team, I don't see a full contending, elite dynamic team. I see a team that's extremely explosive on the offensive end. They got a guy, Luka, who can control the entire game. LeBron James, some of the things that he's still doing at his age are unbelievable. And their second best scorer, and the guy that's been great all year long, Austin Reeves, is coming back. Now, none of that figures out their defensive woes and their struggles, but guys like Jared Vanderbilt have been much better lately. Marcus Smart has been really, really good lately. Rui hit some huge shots in Dallas to kind of seal that game Saturday night, and so they're getting more production from their bench. DeAndre Ayton, I think, is still going to be the wild card. When he plays good, they usually win the game, and he's been kind of up and down with just his effort and his motor and his engine. And that to me is concerning because it's never going to be about the other stuff with him. It's just straight effort. And that's all he has to do is play hard to be productive for this team. And it feels like sometimes he's not doing that. So I think this team is fine. I think this team could make some noise and be a tough out against the playoff team just because of how experienced they are and how good they can be offensively. And when they're making shots, they are really, really tough to guard. But this win was fun. It's always fun going to see Luka going back to Dallas and see that crowd's reaction. This was a big bounce back win after smoking one to the Clippers.
About that loss to the Clippers, I'll be curious, Chandler, you first, on what you thought about JJ Redick's quote. Here it is. Guys are concerned about their futures, and that's what happens when you have a team full of free agents and player options. That's like a very honest statement that I don't know that we're supposed to hear. What do you make of that?
I mean, it's true. It's definitely true. When guys are in the free agent year and they know they're going to be a free agent that summer, coming out, you think about it and you feel it, and you're definitely talking about it with your agent, with your friends, with your wife, whoever it is, because you know that's coming, and that does put a little bit of a distraction on you throughout this season. Now, it's not right. It's not fair. You should live in the moment, take it game by game, but it's just natural. It's you're a human being. You are going to worry about your own future and your financial woes. A lot of these guys have been paid a lot of money. A lot of these guys haven't. So I understand what he's saying. It's just something I don't think you should say. Like Rob Pelinka is probably like, what, dude? Like, why would you say that right now when so it's just something usually I think we think and not say, but it's true, and there's some truth to it. And a lot of guys, I know I did, when I knew a free agent or I had a player option coming up, I was thinking, okay, I need to do this, I need to do
this. How could you not?
To stay healthy.
And the Lakers make that bed.
I mean,
Lakers made that bed because we know how active they are at trade deadlines. And so when you have a team full of free agents and you're hearing all of this trade talk, it's your natural response to that is to be concerned about how does this affect me in my future? And so when you build a team like this, when you have that type of personality of a group, this is what you deal with, But I also want to say, for when it comes to free agency, nobody gets paid more than a winner. So if those guys can get those concerns and put those to the side and say, hey, look, let's buckle down and let's put a run together and let's win basketball games, everybody will be fine. But when you're a Los Angeles Laker and you know that this is a team that's always looking to make moves and do a deal at the trade deadline, and it's obvious that no one is safe per se when it comes to the Lakers, that's also a natural thing to be concerned about as well. So, JJ Redick just said the uncomfortable thing out loud. That was it.
But also, Lou, think about it on the flip side too. If I'm the Lakers, I want flexibility with guys on expiring contracts to be able to go and get the best free agents. So
he just said the uncomfortable thing out loud. That was it.
As frustrating as it is, as it might be for a coach to have to handle individual agendas throughout a season, Rob Pelinka probably loves the flexibility of having that and going to be able to get the big fish this summer. So it works both ways.
Feels like college. Feels like we're doing college rules in the Lakers land, like the current way we do that, which I don't hate.
I'm actually amazed that they're in 5th place. I'll be honest. I'm amazed that they've been able.
So you think they're worse than
pretty solid, like 10 games above 500.
I think they've been able to withstand, honestly, with everything that's going on, all the noise, all of the back and forth, guys in and out of the lineup, one of your best players out of the lineup, LeBron being out of the lineup, Luka being out of the lineup, to still be in 5th place. I think they've done an amazing job of withstanding everything, especially in the Western Conference.
Think about this. Austin Reeves has been out. LeBron's been out. All this drama surrounding them. They're a bottom 5 defense, and they're 10 games above 500 and 5th in the West. I think they'll take that, and I think they're just fine being right where they are.
I think that's why the question is, what are they?
Like, everybody's been out.
Yeah, I don't know what to make of the Lakers. Like, if somebody said, what do you think of the Lakers? I'm like, I'm not sure. I think that's the answer. I'm not sure yet.
The problem is, I think we all know the teams above them are slightly, if not a lot better. So it's like they're fine where they are, but like to think that they can actually go and win a championship and get through OKC, San Antonio, Houston, and Denver, that is where the concern is for me, because I don't see that happening.
Yeah, no, we can do the what if game, but can you imagine being 10 games above 500 in the Eastern Conference? Like if the Lakers can go to the Eastern Conference, they would absolutely take that. They would absolutely take the position that they're in right now with that record.
Then maybe we get rid of conferences. Yay, let's start that conversation one more time. I love that conversation. Shams, shout out, on Friday reported that we are currently, right now, in real time, watching the end of the relationship between LeBron and the Lakers. I mean, did you have him retiring as a Laker? I don't think you did, right, Chandler?
Honestly, I haven't really thought about it. I think me and Boogie both said that we would love to see him kind of go back to Cleveland, where it all started. But I don't know. It'd be weird to see him in any other jersey other than something I've already seen him in. I think that's fair to say. So whether it's Cleveland, Miami, or I can't just picture him going to the Suns next year and I can't picture that. And I don't get this feel of like an ending of a relationship. I really don't. Obviously, they've passed the torch to Luka, and when they made that trade, that is his team, and LeBron is on record saying that, and he's okay with that and his words. So this whole Jeannie Buss article, I don't think that really moved the needle either. She's not even involved. She's not even the owner anymore, so I don't think that has as much weight as people thought. So maybe, I think we're watching the end of LeBron. And as sad as that is, he's 41 years old. At some point, he's going to retire. And so I don't know. I don't think this is a LeBron and Lakers situation. I think it's just we have to realize that LeBron James is not going to be around forever. And as good and productive as he is, he's not going to play forever. So I don't think that has anything to do with the Lakers. I think he's just fine there. I think he obviously wants to win and play at the highest level. But like we said, they are where they are this year. This is Luka's team moving forward. But that's normal. He's 41 years old. You're not like you're going to be the franchise built around the guy. So I don't understand where this is coming from. I don't think that Jeannie Buss article was that big of a deal, to be honest with you. And so I don't know. I honestly don't know. I can see him going to Cleveland maybe, but that's really it.
Did you really start out the answer to this question as I haven't thought of? What do you think about all day, Chandler? Talk to me.
Well, I'm just saying,
one thing you thought about this morning.
I just saying I haven't thought about whether LeBron's going to retire. Like you've thought about that? Do you think you have like a yes or like an answer to that?
I think about LeBron all day, Chandler.
It just feels like the end isn't near still, right? It still feels like it's a lot of basketball to be played with LeBron. And guess what? That relationship is going to be over when he says it's over. He has a no trade clause in his contract, and he's also a free agent at the end of the year. So he has all of the cards to go his direction. And so whether we make a big deal out of this that article or not, whether we make a big deal out of them having an opportunity to win championships or not, at the end of the day, it's going to be said and done how LeBron wants it to be done when it comes to LeBron James.
Like, Lou, how many more years does he play?
Probably one more after this one.
So
I think next year is the farewell tour.
So he makes the announcement this offseason so he can get the tour next season. Okay, I buy that.
And we put everything in perspective.
That would make sense to me.
Yeah, I buy that. Take me through. So if you're Rob Pelinka, obviously he has a no trade clause, but it's trade deadline's coming. And you're Rob Pelinka, you are still making a million calls. And then if you get something that sounds like it might somewhat be pleasing to LeBron, do you then go to him and be like, hey, we have an opportunity to make this trade. Would you be open?
I don't know. I think it's too late in the game to try new things, right? I agree with what Chandler said. If LeBron James is going to move anywhere, it's going to be to a team that we've already seen him play before, whether he has some type of relationships that live there already. Cleveland is obviously one of those relationships where we can see that happen, where he can go off into the sunset with the team that he started with, that he made most of his history with. But it ain't gonna be like a Golden State or one of these other teams where he hasn't done anything for that franchise, and to be going into his last season or two, I don't think it's gonna be a fresh start anywhere. So Rob Pelinka can make all the calls he wants. If it's not somewhere that LeBron James wants to go or that he sees fit, it's not going to happen anyways. It's going to go his way.
Yeah, again, I think GM's job is to continue to try and make their team better right now and for the future. And they know LeBron's not a future piece, but he's still damn good. Like, look at those numbers. Those numbers are insane for a 25-year-old, let alone a 41-year-old. So at the end of the day, he is still an asset. He's still productive, and he's still LeBron James that can help any team be better and win basketball games. So again, that would be the craziest thing ever. I mean, I don't think any doors are closed, but I can't see that happening.
Chandler, can you imagine his farewell tour as a Golden State Warrior? Like what is this?
What a circus. Weird circus that is. Yeah.
Yeah, like what is this?
I
great point, actually.
And also, can you also see him going to like one of these really good teams and then getting all the flack about him joining a super team and doing that whole thing?
That would be weird too.
Just not happening.
Oh, well, we're going to find out all together, aren't we? That concludes our segment on the 5 seed. Coming up after the break, we talk about a 1 seed.
Run it up, then run it back.